Conservative new media viewers and JLin fans around the world, what is up? It's me, PFV, Paul F. Villarreal, the NBA expert. We're here to discuss Houston's 113-84 victory tonight over the visiting Atlanta Hawks in Houston, Texas. With the win, Houston improves to 11-5 on the season. Just to make sure that for people that are new viewers, this will be the only video for the game. We're no longer doing short and long videos for our games as we used to, at least not for now. So this will be the one video for the game at this point in time. Okay, look, the most important thing about this game, if you're a JLin fan, is that Jeremy got hurt in this game. He only played about 4 minutes, I believe, and it was because he hit knees with Atlanta forward Paul Millsap. And what happened was Paul Millsap was making a drive to the basket, and his left knee, I believe, hit Jeremy in the right knee of Jeremy. And after that happened, Jeremy did not play in the rest of the game. I believe that he had x-rays, and the x-rays were negative, meaning there's no fracture or obvious dislocation. But knee contusions are not a good thing. They can linger for a long time. The player that I can think about right now who comes up to my mind is Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade had several knee bruises on one of his knees last year, like 3 of them on one knee. And one of them is still there. So this can last for months. Now, not all knee contusions last that long. Basically, a contusion's a bruise. So it's kind of damage down in the tissue of the knee or behind the knee or whatever. The problem with this is that Jeremy might be able to come back from it relatively soon, but it might affect his play. Might drop his level of play. And that's unfortunate. I was just on Twitter right now talking about a new article by Fran Blindberry of NBA.com. And I tell you guys all the time, do not read hater articles or get too caught up in them. The only reason I saw this article was I went to NBA.com to get a link for the video highlights of this game. And right on the front page, there's a thing for Blindberry's article. The name of the article is "With Change Comes Improvement for Lin," which to me, when I read that, sounds like, oh yeah, he's improving because he's off the bench. That whole nonsense. If you read the article, and he takes shots at JLin fans, he kind of questions Jeremy's mental toughness, and he basically says that Lin's sanity wasn't sustainable. Well, that's all good, except that Jeremy's PER and other numbers are really close to Lin's sanity numbers right now. So it's kind of like the article fails on its face because of the evidence. And that's why I'm upset about this injury for Jeremy. He's played in, well, with tonight's game, he's played in 16 games, and his numbers are getting steady now. And so if he's able to continue this level of play for about 10 or 15 more games, then people like Fran Blindberry aren't going to be able to write articles like that. Well, they can still write articles about Jeremy's doing great because he's coming off the bench, but the narrative will get tougher and tougher. So unfortunately, this injury can interrupt that. And even if Jeremy can come back quickly, he might not be able to play at the same level for some period of time. And so it's bad luck. Knee contusions, knee bruises are very common in basketball. This type of injury happens all the time. So it's just one of the things that can take place in a game. Jeremy was trying to play help defense and help against Millsap, and he just got hit. And if you watch, anybody that's watched most of the games this year, you've seen Chandler, LeBron, Bieber, Parsons, he'll get a thigh contusion. Somebody need him in the thigh. These types of injuries happen every single game or most games in the NBA. It's hopefully Jeremy will be able to deal with it and recover relatively quickly. It's too bad. It's like I said, the timing is too bad, but I'm sure he'll be fine. I just don't know. I don't know if he'll miss games. There's probably a good chance that he will, and I don't know how quickly he will be able to regain his form that he's shown this first 15 games after this injury. So it's too bad. It really is. Okay, the team played well tonight. The Hawks are a good team, but they're not a great team. They're okay. And Houston really was able to do what they wanted to do. Aaron Brooks had a big game, as did Francisco Garcia. Aaron, I think this is his second big game in like 3 games. That is great to see. Yes, you will hear people saying that Aaron should be playing to back up to Patrick and not Jeremy. Don't worry too much about that. We talked about that the other day. But Aaron shot his threes well, and he played well, particularly on offense. So it's good for the team. As I've told you guys before, this is the reason why you have 3 point guards. So if something happens, if somebody gets hurt, if somebody's not playing well, you bring in another guy. For serious championship contending teams or teams that want to be contenders, you need to have really good depth like this. So it's actually a good thing. So Garcia and Brooks each scored 21 points, and they led the Rockets, and that they came off the bench and put up those points. So that's great. LeBron, Bieber, Parsons. Somebody asked me why LeBron, because he wants to be a point forward, apparently like LeBron, and dribble the ball a lot and pass the ball a lot and run the offense. So that's the reason why I call him LeBron. I call him Bieber because at one point he had a haircut like Justin Bieber. A lot of girls like him, and he kind of has the aspirations to be a star. So that's where the Bieber comes from. At least that's my opinion of Chandler. So you put it all together, LeBron, Bieber, Parsons. Again, I like Chandler. That's just my nickname for him. And the nickname evolves as time goes on. 14 points, 5 rebounds. Terrence Jones, another excellent game, 14 points, 6 rebounds. He is playing great. I just am so happy for him. It's helping the team. It's just excellent. Dwight Howard, 11 points, 8 rebounds. So it was good all around. And James Harden was again out of this game. The team was able to win without him again. I think they're now on the season 3-1, I believe, without James. Which, look, James helps, but again, the offense can be a little different when James is out. You have more ball movement. Tonight, the team had 25 assists and just 13 turnovers. That's really good. That's great. Patrick finished the game with 7 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. His efficiency number was 5. He played, I believe, 33 minutes. Aaron Brooks' efficiency number was 21 in only 27 minutes of playing time, I believe, which is phenomenal. That's awesome. So, again, I'm not worried about Aaron Brooks. I'm not threatened by him in terms of being a Lin fan. Yeah, it could take Jeremy's minutes a little bit, but it also helps the team. And as I said in the previous video from the Memphis game, what will probably end up happening is that Aaron and Jeremy will play a bunch of time together, and Patrick will play a little bit fewer minutes if Aaron is able to keep playing like this. And that's good. I mean, that's good for the team. Clyde Drexler almost said nothing about Jeremy tonight. Now, he didn't have much chance to say anything, but he didn't say anything. And I mean that in a good way. Now, he still was praising Patrick for things that he might not praise Jeremy for, apparently. And he definitely was singing Aaron Brooks' praises. But he didn't say anything about Jeremy. And that's good. I'd rather have nothing than something that we don't want to hear. So that's good to know. Okay, now I'm not going to do any quarter by quarter because there's just not a whole bunch to say. I mean, I'll look very quickly, but because Jeremy only played 4 minutes, there's just not a whole bunch to say. He did have an assist very quickly in the game to Terrence Jones, which ended up as a dunk. As I said, those two have very good chemistry. He then had a defensive rebound. He missed an off-the-dribble three-pointer. And then he did help, I believe, on the he helped to force Paul Millsap into a miss before he got hurt. Or maybe it was on the play that he got hurt. And that was about it. So that's basically all the quarter-by-quarter stuff that there is to say about Jeremy. He did only play 4 minutes of this game. I believe his efficiency for the game was 1, I think. Yes, it was. And he only took one shot, which is a three-pointer, and he missed it. So that's about it. That's all that can be said on that score, so that there just isn't a whole bunch to say about it. So the summary here is excellent team win. Depth of the team was showed once again. Aaron Brooks did well once again. And Jeremy got hurt. And hopefully he'll be able to recover relatively quickly. We'll just have to see. I don't know. He didn't come back out to the sideline. He did have x-rays done. I don't know if he's going to have an MRI done. My guess is that he probably will have an MRI done just to look for any other type of damage, structural damage or tissue damage. And that's about it. Hopefully he'll be able to recover quickly. Okay, the next game coming up is on Friday, November 29th in the United States, and it will be against the Brooklyn Nets at 8 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States. So the game will take place on Saturday, November 30th at 9 a.m. in Taipei, Taiwan. I would not be surprised if Jeremy doesn't play that game. Hopefully he will play, but we'll just have to see how he feels tomorrow. These are the type of injuries usually the day after you feel even worse. So we'll just have to see how his pain level is, and hopefully there's no structural damage to it. Brooklyn is not a good team. They're not playing well, and they have a number of guys out. I think they're like 4-11 on the season. One thing I'll say about this game is it's unfortunate Jeremy didn't get to play more because it ended up as such a rout that it really would have helped his statistics in terms of offensive rating and defensive rating. But that's just the way it goes. And if he misses the Brooklyn game, he'll probably miss out on another good rating game. But that's the way it works out. It's okay. It's all right. Look, Jeremy played every regular season game last year, and he's one of only 3 Rockets before tonight or coming into tonight that's played every game this year, along with Dwight, I believe, and I can't remember, maybe Chandler. So he's been very durable, even though he did get hurt in the Oklahoma City series. But this is a fluke thing, and it will happen. You will get injuries like this just from playing the game. It just happens. If you're on the playground, it doesn't matter where you were. You will get injuries like this. It's just one of the things that takes place. So that's about it. It is currently 11:04 p.m. here on the East Coast of the United States on Wednesday, November 27th, 2013, which means it is 12:05 p.m. on Thursday, November 28th in Taipei, Taiwan. Want to wish everybody in the United States a happy Thanksgiving from Conservative New Media to you. Hope you guys have a great holiday, are able to spend time with your family or loved ones if that is possible for you. It's great. It's a very good time of the year. People together a lot of times with their families, and we certainly hope everybody's able to enjoy this time of the year. Thumbs up, thumbs down, your comments below. Come and join us on the Conservative New Media Facebook group, which has over 2,500 members and counting. Come and join us on the CNM JLin Vids Twitter account. Come and follow us there and come and talk with us there. And we put all the links to the videos on there as soon as they're up. So a lot of people like to follow us there so that they instantly get the video links. Sometimes it takes time for YouTube to let people know that the videos are out, but so people will go to Twitter and just they get the videos quicker. Again, I am Paulo Villarreal, PFV, the NBA expert. Thanks a lot for watching Conservative New Media. We strive to be the #1 JLin YouTube fan channel. Tough night. It's unfortunate. I hope JLin's okay, and I hope he's able to come back quickly and be able to resume the level of play that he's demonstrated for this entire season so far. But we'll just have to see what happens. We'll have to keep updated in terms of what's the latest with his health status going forward. So have a great night, a great day, wherever you are around the world when you watch this video. Take care of yourselves. We will talk to you soon.